Many of you may know, and for those that don't, we all attend a university that is smack dab in the middle of prime wine country. So today I would like to talk to you all about wine grapes, and to be a little more specific, pre-pruning in wine grapes. This is something that for myself as a fruit and crop science major has come up quite a bit, and is something that I have done a lot of research on along with the assistance of my professors. Pre-pruning in wine grapes is the process of going through your vineyard and making a prior cut before you go through and make your final cut. Now you're all probably thinking to yourself that this sounds like a waste of time. Why not go through and make one cut and be done and call it quits? Well, according to Western Farm Press, in an experiment done by Con Kurcherall, it was found that when you pre-prune your vineyards, you are going to better control the size and structure of the vine, regulate your crop size, and prevent diseases. So here's what a grapevine is going to look like once it has dropped all of its leaves and all the fruit has been picked off, and this here is a vine that has gone dormant. So the first goal of pre-pruning is going to be to improve the structure and size of the vine. So I could say that most of you would agree that this vine here is probably too crowded and just looks like a complete mess. So what we're going to do when we're pre-pruning is going to go through and clear out some of that crowdedness and overall improve the structure. In Tim Cray's presentation for Eastern Institute of Technology, he emphasizes the many aspects of pruning and pre-pruning that will improve the structure, which then improves the quality of the grape, which then leads to a better quality of wine. So this here is a different vine, but you can also tell in this one that this vine here has not been pruned, and this vine here has been pre-pruned. So we can all agree that this one is more crowded and has no structure and is very unorganized, while as this one, we can somewhat see some form of a structure now as it has gone through and been pre-pruned. Here we have a perfect example of what not pre-pruning can do. So this here is all one vine, so this will come down into our trunk here, and then this side is, as you can tell, is a lot more healthy than this side. This side was probably neglected during pre-pruning, or it was not pruned at all, and this has died back, and then overall it has stunted the growth of this, and these stems here, later on in the cycle, are going to eventually just die off and not produce any fruit, while as this is going to have some pretty good fruit, which is then going to lead to an uneven crop yield. The final factor that pre-pruning is improving is disease prevention in your vineyard. Not only can poor structure lead to a vine that looks like this one, but disease can also lead to this. This is caused by a disease called Eutypa dieback, and according to UCIPM, Eutypa dieback can cause parts of the vine to grow improperly, not grow at all, or cause the parts that have grown to completely die. So as you can see on the slide here, this is our diseased part, and these here are called wood cankers. So what these are going to do, these will spread throughout your vine, and this part here is completely dead, so this is just going to spread throughout your entire vine, just killing the entire vine. What pre-pruning does to prevent this disease from taking out your entire vineyard is essentially, if I go back here to this. So what pre-pruning is doing, these are your long stems here. It's cutting it back to halfway, and what you're expecting here is that your vine is going to get the disease. So then later on in your fruiting season, you'll go back through once more, look for your diseased parts, and cut it out completely, hopefully removing all of the disease and preventing it from getting it later in the season. Although pre-pruning your vineyard may come out to be quite the cost, I know there is many aspects of mechanical pruning for tractors and anything, but mostly these are hand done. It is far more worth than losing your whole vineyard to causes such as poor vine structure, uneven crop size, and a diseased vine. I encourage you all to dive into the world of wine and see all that goes into this amazing luxury. Thank you.